I'll play devil's advocate, yeah? I'll play devil's advocate. That whole backline is not good enough. The whole team's not good enough.
That's not true. On Saturday. That isn't true.
There's only 2 people.
Wait. Good enough for what? Like, you say not good enough for what?
Not good enough in Europe. Not good enough in the league. Your team's not good enough. There's only probably like 2 players I'll take from that team. There's probably only 2 players that I'll take from the whole Man United team. Guess, Gun.
Well, Bruno Fernandes is one.
Yeah, and what's the last one? There's only 2 players I'll take from the whole Man United team.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna say Mbumo.
No.
Cunha.
Yeah.
Cunha.
Only Cunha and Bruno's the only 2 people I'll take.
I don't know why you're speaking with such confidence. You're a point ahead at this point in the league.
No, we're champions.
After we came to your ends and beat you, by the way. We came to your ends and beat you.
That fluke. That ruined our whole season. Because if we beat them, it would have run.
Honestly,
it's true. We did.
As we speak right now, you're a point ahead of.
Yeah, but we went through turmoil. You see our turmoil.
And so did they.
No, they've been going turmoil for 5 years now. But the thing about it, when
which makes it even worse that they're only 1 point behind you. Then
no, but everyone saw our turmoil. But anyway, back to the Man United team. Mm-hmm. You can see that whole back line. The whole team is not good enough. Like
our back line is where I would say our long-term problems lie. I agree.
Luke Shaw still playing centre back for you guys.
Luke Shaw was fantastic yesterday. Luke Shaw will be moved on in the summer. Luke Shaw will be moved on in the summer.
It's not about playing last game or I'm not talking about playing last game or 2
No, but this is what I mean. Look, Ruben Amorim.
Is your back four good enough?
What? All we need
is it.
All we need
Konate. You've been a known critic of Konate. Yeah, but
100%. Konate had a slow start.
Liverpool to improve and get back to contending for the title probably need about 7 or 8 signings because half of your players after last season have just gotten so much worse.
No, not 7 or 8.
You need 2 new starting fullbacks. Yes.
No, all we need is a winger. A winger.
Kirkis and Frimpong are not good enough to be fullbacks for title-winning teams.
And probably
we've seen it this season.
And probably a left back. I hate that.
And you need a new centre back.
Yeah,
you need new centre back, new left back, new right back. At least 1 new midfielder. When Salah goes possibly in the summer, you need a right winger. You also need a left winger. And that's like 7 or 8 starting.
So what do you lot need? Huh? What do you lot need?
We need about 3 new centre backs. We're going to need a new left back. We're going to need a new right back. We need a new DM
and a keeper.
No, Lemons is fine. He's fine for now.
Kepa's better than him.
Kepa's not better than him. Look, because okay. So what we're talking about here, our current ambition this season, finish top 4. So finish in Champions League spots.
Okay, cool.
I think we're going to do that. I've been saying even before Carrick came in, based off.
Going to do that?
No way. He knows they're not going to do that with Carrick.
We can. I think because I've said from minute 1, based purely off how every other team has been playing this season and just player quality on our side, we are good enough to finish in that top 5. You saw it yesterday. Ruben Amorim,
in the top 5 or 4?
Top 5. Even Champions League spots,
but
even I'm assuming is going to end up being top 5.
Even 5 is hard because they've got Newcastle,
who have been dead. Newcastle have been dead for a while.
They've got a better team than you and a better manager.
They don't.
Newcastle got a better team than you.
They don't have a better team than us. Newcastle have been. Have you watched Newcastle this season? They are dead. They've been dead this season.
They're tired.
Brentford are going to. Cool. We won't be tired. We've got 1 game a week for the rest of this season. Everything's going our advantage.
That's why I pray, please, make sure you beat Arsenal this weekend. Yeah, you only play once a week. Make sure you beat Arsenal this weekend because they're playing what, Inter Milan tomorrow? Is it Inter or AC? Yeah, Inter. So they're going to be tired. They're not going to play the first team. They're going to play some subs.
You do realise we've not lost at home all season.
You ain't lost at home all season?
No.
That don't matter. I don't need you to lose. I don't need you to. All I need is a draw. Then that's when the nerves start creeping in.
We'll see.
Big one.
But either way, just the way I see United is based off player quality. We've got some fantastic players, and if we play good football, we really do.
You don't have no fantastic
You can't look at yesterday and not go... Because yesterday...
No
so not yesterday, on Saturday.
Forget Saturday. Because City played woeful.
We made City bad. Yeah. We marked Haaland out the game. We marked Doku out the game. We marked Foden out the game. We marked Rodri out the game. We marked Bernardo Silva out the game. We decimated their fullbacks. Their goalkeeper put on a blinder and they still conceded 2. That is the biggest XG defeat Man City have ever had in Premier League history.
Yeah,
that's not including the 3 offside goals we then also scored.
I would say this, right? And obviously I'm neutral to the situation. I watched the game on Saturday and I've got to say I was impressed. And I would go as far as to say that in terms of how that game panned out, that is as big a new manager bounce as you're likely to see.
He had Brighton. Do you see what Brighton done to them?
What? Who would Brighton? That was Michael Carrick's first game.
I know. Do you see what Brighton done to them?
Done to who?
To Man United.
When?
They had
in-
Brighton
in
and
the-
Brighton.
in the FA Cup.
Brighton.
No, but I'm talking about this particular game.
Yeah, but
which
Yeah,
was
but
So you
Brighton
can't-
was a
so-
different manager.
No, because you can't look at last game when the whole team is lifted
I'm
up.
talking
because
about a
there's
new manager bounce.
Yeah, but I'm saying that. Yeah,
No,
but
I'm not
that
saying
wasn't
he's
his
going to
first
maintain
game.
that because I don't think they'll beat us this weekend. Obviously,
Neither do I.
I'm saying in
Oh,
terms
come
of
on, give me some hope, please.
Right,
man.
Laurie, do you remember what I said to you before we started recording about my prediction for the Arsenal game?
yeah.
I said my honest prediction is Arsenal will win 2-1, but we're going to make it a hell of a game for them.
Yeah.
We're going to make that game as hard as we possibly
And I'm
can.
saying,
for them.
right, in terms of a new manager bounce, you coming in and your first game at home in front of your fan, I don't think I've seen, when you give the level of opposition as well, I have to say, I had to just hold my hands up and say, wow, this is...
That was, look,
What first
Very
game?
impressive.
That was his first game at home in
That's
the
what I'm
league.
saying,
In
new
the league,
manager
in the
bounce.
league, but they played already at Brighton.
no,
Yeah, I
but
know,
we didn't.
I know.
Michael Carrick, you do realise Michael Carrick wasn't in charge for that
Exactly.
Brighton
Who's the
game,
manager
right?
at Brighton for the Brighton
Darren
game?
Fletcher
Oh.
was. This is what I'm saying. Is so what we had.
Cool.
That City game, Michael Carrick's first game in charge. Harry Maguire came back, and although I don't think he's good enough to remain at United, he was fantastic
He's your
against
best
Man
centre-back.
City.
He's your best centre-back.
He's not our best centre back.
Who's your best
De Ligt
centre-
is still our best centre back.
Okay.
De Ligt is definitely our best
And
centre
like
back.
I
Then
said,
it's Martinez. Then it's
in
Heaven.
terms of a new
Or you're
manager
right.
bounce, a guy taking over first game at home in front of the fan, I don't think I've seen a bigger one in recent years.
Yeah, no,
in terms
that
of
was
performance
utterly
levels.
mental.
To do that to City, just wipe the floor with them.
That's what I mean. Look, so
2-0
I've seen-
flattered City.
I've
Trust me.
seen
hopefully.
us beat City a number of times in the last few years, right? Like City, we do beat them. Even in our lowest moments, we still beat them a number of times. Same with Arsenal, we've beaten you guys. We've beaten you guys at times, but they've almost every single time that's been bit of luck, back against the wall, but like Liverpool game earlier on this season, Gakpo hit the post, I think, and hit the bar. You had a goal ruled out for offside. We had just like we got lucky with our opening early goal because Van Dijk was being stupid. That game was one of the first times in about 4 or 5 years I've seen us systematically decimate a team, and probably has been, at least from my eyes, out of all Premier League clubs this season, the best performance I've seen from any team this season. I've not seen many other teams play against an opposition that good and beat them that thoroughly and that systematically. And with that game, I don't see most of the stuff that we did in that game. I think is replicable. It was a case of just closing down their players at the right time, getting in shape, letting players do their best. Bruno Fernandes in the number 10 creating. That's where he's at his best. Brian Mbumo running through. Ahmad.
But you know it's a
Being able
different.
to
You
do
know
that.
it's a
Dorgu
different. You know
same.
it's a different game, right?
It
So
is a completely different
it's
game, yeah. I
And
know.
you
completely
also
different
have to
game.
factor into the equation that you're playing against a City side that were supposedly going for the title.
Yeah.
So to do that to them in a derby game, first game up,
Yeah.
is very impressive.
City's defence
But
was
let's see how
absolute
they- let's
stacked.
see how-
All that
Ci-
confidence,
City's
all
defence
that confidence
stank.
you're talking about, just bring it, just take it to
Yeah,
Emirates.
let's see how they do
we'll
this
see.
weekend.
We'll see what
Oh
happens.
wait, is it is it Emirates or Old Trafford?
It's at the
It's at the
Emirates.
Emirates.
Oh
It's at the
my
Emirates. It's
God,
going to be. I
man.
think it'll be a bit of a mad game. Could be really, and like, and we also have other players. Like, so the City game as well. Like, we had Ahmad and Mbumo back. You see how much of a difference they made. You saw how good they were before they went to Afcon. We had like 1 loss in 7 before they left or something as well. I'm pretty sure we had like won like 4 or 5 of those.
It's
7
the legs.
games.
It's the legs. That's what we.
But there's
got.
one thing I did wanted
They're
to
unreal.
ask you, my
Yeah.
friend, which is, you've done a great job of selling old Benjamin Sesko. It was curious to note that he played no part in that game.
Ooh, that's your
Yeah.
striker, you know.
So does that mean then that Carrick doesn't rate Sesko? Or?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that at all.
No, well, I'm
Ca-
asking
every decision-
Why did he not get a single minute?
Because why didn't get a single minute?
And you played so
Probably the real answer is Brian Mbumo was better suited to that game, because what you saw from Brian Mbumo there is exactly what he's best at. It's just running through relentlessly and etc. And then when Cunha came on over Šeško, you saw why. Cunha ended up creating the second goal. Cunha's better at getting back and running around the pitch and just like basically strangling the life out of other opponents. But I wouldn't be... I mean, it probably wasn't the right game for Šeško. It probably wasn't. But I wouldn't be surprised if he played against you, because it'll be a different type of game. It'll be a more physical battle that Šeško is more likely to be able to do well in than Mbumo or Cunha up front.
I reckon if you spoke to the Arsenal players, you had an honest sit down with them, they'd probably say they're a little bit more worried about playing against Mbumo. than
Yeah,
they
but
would be about
Mbumo
Sesko.
Willins probably, let's say, so Mbumo might start up top and then we'll bring on Šeško or something. Or Ahmad could get dropped or Dorgu could get dropped. We could bring in Šeško and then Mbumo's out wide.
Obviously, I'm being a bit
Yeah.
mischievous, but I was
No,
a
I
little
know.
bit curious.
I was
curious for a non-Man United fan to see that on your best, you've said it yourself, best performance in years. He didn't play a single minute of that. I just did think that. Was
sometimes
bit,
it's just could
be
just
coincidence, but it could also be...
I don't think it's coincidence. It was just Carrick made the right call.
Of course,
he was he made the right, and clearly it worked out. We were stunning, and then in other games, I think Šeško, for example, like Mbumo, I don't think would have done as well against in the Burnley game that Šeško played really well in, where he scored 2 goals. And Mbumo wouldn't have got in the same situations because he's not as good in the air. I think it's just a case of that was how the game went, that was the game plan, and it worked. And that's what we need to do for the rest of this season. We've got 5 quality options, 4 or 5 quality options in attack. You can only ever play 3 or 4 of them, so a couple of them will always be on the bench. Who that is will just depend on each game. That's what I think Carrick will be good at. And that's why I think we'll get Champions League.
No way.
I think we will. I really think we will.
You might get Champions League at the expense of Liverpool.
That would be hilarious.
So are you making Europe this season?
We're making Europe.
Champions League this season?
I think we are.
Cool. Remember he said that?
Yeah.
Remember he said that, yeah?
No, I said it when we sat Ruben Amorim 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
I thought
you was Ruben in.
No.
Out,
I was not, was I? Not at all.
He wanted him
fuming at
gone,
that man.
Oh, yeah?
I was trying to keep it cool, but bro.
Shout out to Kobe Mania as well.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, what a player.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. I think based off pure quality, if we keep our players fit 1 game a week, we'll win enough games to get it. Because I think enough teams will drop points around us. Like Brentford, I think will go down. Like, not go down, as in they won't be like 5th top spots in the season. I think Newcastle, as they keep going in the Champions League and FA Cup, I think they are in the FA Cup, right? Still in the Champions League. They will have problems. They've got injury issues. We have 1 person unavailable, and it's Delit, and he's back in 2 weeks. Entirely fit
I
squad.
must say, I like this
1
energy
game a
that
week.
you're exuding.
New manager, new
Look,
you.
Michael Carrick, big up.
You're beaming.
Carrick at the wheel, bro.
Carrick
I'm
at the
just having
wheel?
a great
Oh,
rep.
wow.
We saw Flex in this very studio. We're having to scrape him off the wall.
Flex's little dance. 12:30, that was beautiful. But one more thing I want to go.
So I want to see that energy come Sunday. I really do.
Me too.
Look,
I need that energy.
Sunday's going to be. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good game.
It will be a great game.
I trust United to put in
A shift.
proper good shift. You saw like the way we were getting back against City, the way we were pressing them down, the way we stayed organised. I think we'll do the same thing again.
But you know what's
whether you
interesting?
can break us down is different because you win games on fine margins. That's how Arsenal have won
I don't
games.
know.
Well,
Saka ain't scored in 12. He's got 2 assists in 12.
What I would say about Arsenal
You
is
can't be
that,
scared of him.
we don't always blow teams away with our performances. Although the last time that came to
Old Trafford.
the Emirates with chess was Villa, and you saw what happened to them.
Yeah, you did absolutely slap them up.
But what I would say,
What about us? What about us? We
that
came with
game
chest.
was dead.
We came with
No,
chest.
you didn't know. You came
No,
with
you
no
were terrible.
chest.
We didn't come with chest.
You came with no chest.
70% possession.
No chest
teams
at
were
all.
terrible.
You didn't even try and win.
City had 65% possession on Saturday.
Yeah, you
So we
didn't.
didn't
even-
come-
Did
we
they
didn't
come
come
to
with
Old
chest.
Trafford
You know as well as I do.
Both we talked about this, I think both of your teams
we were talking
terrible.
about referee decisions.
Yeah.
You didn't see that penalty? That Trossard.
You came with no chest.